This tutorial is going to show you how to do a work assignment or a training assignment as they're called in trade school. First of all, you need to make sure that all your contractors are entered into trade school under the contractors module. You'll want to make sure that you have at least their physical and mailing address and their contact information such as phone and fax numbers. This information needs to be there so that you can do a training assignment letter with merged information. To do a training assignment, go to the Apprentices module, find the apprentice record that you want to do the training assignment for, and click on the Employment tab. Here you'll see a list of their work history. The most current contractor they've been assigned to is at the top of the list. Usually you'll see an assignment date but no termination date because they're still working there. To assign them to a new contractor, put in the date they were terminated at their last contractor, then click the New button and select the new contractor from the list. A new record is created so you can enter in the assignment date and any other details related to this job assignment. That is the simplest example of doing a job assignment in trade school. What you may not have noticed is that other information was being updated as we were entering this information in. For example, under the General tab, you can see that this person is currently assigned to Metropolitan Elevator Company. But under the Employment, if I delete that last assignment record and I remove the termination date from the previous job assignment, which was B&B Electric, then I go back to the General tab, you can see that their current contractor is B&B Electric. So Trade School automatically keeps this current contractor field up to date according to your entries in the training assignment history. If you have put a date in the termination date field, then Trade School thinks that this apprentice is not working for anybody, that they've been terminated from all training assignments. So under the General tab, they won't have anything. Their contractor field will be empty. The other thing to notice is that their current working local is updated according to the union of the contractor. So for instance, this particular apprentice, if I remove their termination date, is assigned to working local 48 because B&B Electric is under that agreement. When I go to General, it says working local is 48. Back under Employment, if I terminate this training assignment, their working union is now empty. If I go under the Employment and I say I want to assign them to a new contractor and I pick Metropolitan Elevator Company, you can see that that contractor's union is 116, and therefore under the General tab, the working union for this apprentice is now 116. Once you have the training assignment entered in, make sure you put an assignment date and any other details by clicking on the Detail tab. If you can't enter data into the details of this training assignment, it's because it's not selected on the left-hand side. Select your training assignment and then you can enter all the related information for that training assignment or termination. Furthermore, you can assign job locations for a specific job assignment. For instance, B&B Electric has two jobs going on at the Target store and Verizon Company. For instance, this training assignment may have gone to the Target store, so we select that. Then back on the assignment history, you can see that over the history of their work assignments, what jobs they were initially assigned to. Furthermore, because you have the location specified, you can put in the address of that job on the right-hand side. This means that a map can be pulled up using the Google Map system, and you can print out that map so that the apprentice knows where to go for their job assignment. Trade School is designed to keep track of apprentices who are unemployed. In order to facilitate this, the way Trade School is designed, you'll need to create a contractor called Unemployed. Once you've created a contractor named Unemployed, when apprentice becomes out of work, simply go to their employment history, terminate their existing training assignment, and create a new one by assigning them to the unemployed contractor. Put in the date they became unemployed, and now you have history of their unemployment. For example, this apprentice in our demo file has been unemployed twice. Using this method, you can see the history of how many times an apprentice became unemployed and at what lengths they were not working. Furthermore, there is a special report inside of TradeSchool under the Reports tab of the apprentice called the Unemployment Report. This report works in conjunction with apprentices who are currently assigned to the contractor unemployed. This concludes our tutorial on doing training assignments in TradeSchool.